with Special Agent Rod from the ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms. Personally, one of my favourites. I think they'd have a great Christmas party.
Yeah.
Drinking,
I'll
smoking,
stay with Parks
bang,
and
bang.
Wildlife, I think.
ATF does sound like fun. And we are all today now discussing the Margaret River region, the southwest. Can you tell us what's been happening there and what's coming on?
Okay, so people probably know that a lot of the pines trails were bowled over when the pines were harvested there.
Yes.
And so at the moment we've got Magic Dirt in there rebuilding those trails.
And Magic Dirt were one of the guys that built one of the contractors that built a lot of the trails in that compartment 10 area initially.
Yeah, they definitely have done some of that work. So JD and his crew are in there as we speak, rebuilding those trails. I think there's about 15 kilometres of new trail going in through the Pines area.
Yes.
So yeah, that's happening now, and hopefully it'll be progressively opened. Probably going to need to be a bit of moisture on it before it's really ready to go.
Oh well, that'll happen in Margaret River. You can guarantee there's going to be rain at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and look, that area, I mean, these are trail builders who also built the existing trails there, so I'd be pretty confident in saying it's more of the same of what was pre-Pines, and also that compartment 10, which is called Woodjup.
Yep. So
Woodjup
National Park.
Woodjup National Park, and that crosses over up to Fluid Trails, Fluid and all that stuff up
That's
to
right.
RAC. So that's a super popular area.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
people love it.
It's I've been there on the weekend, and the car park is absolutely heaving, and the trails are busy, and it really shows you the benefit of building directional trails. So
yeah, and look, small network, right on the edge of town, easy to access, good facilities, accommodation, you know, all the building blocks for a successful trail network. And you know, I go to town there now, and I reckon there's more bikes on the roof than there are surfboards.
yes,
That might be sharks, might have something to do with that, but certainly, you know, what is really a pretty modest network there in a very small area has had a massive impact.
certainly compartment 10, I mean, it's built on a couple of postage stamps built side by side.
Yep.
And people love it. You've also got the other trails in the area giving you different experiences. I know there's been a blue jump line that's gone in this year that's been incredibly popular, and I think all the Groms coming up are just going to be masters of jumping. I mean, the amount of time they're spending in the air down the southwest, and that includes Dunsborough, the Meal-up trails. I think we're breeding the next generation of jumpers. So that's really the big thing that's going on in Margaret River. I mean, that's going to add 16 k's of really high quality compact trails. Yep. You ride 16 k's of that, and it will feel like you've ridden 40 k's of general trail.
Well, I think by the time you got that and the rest of that network that's there, it's going to be a great network of trails.
Yeah, I mean, there's already enough for me to have a pretty solid ride. If I combine it with that and South Carters, I kind of, by the end of it, I've had enough, and there's a couple of trails I haven't ridden, so that's great. I look forward to making an excuse and going down there and checking it out. So you're saying they're rolling openings, so we could expect some in the Christmas holidays?
Yeah, look, I think it'll be a matter of moisture, as I say, so hopefully there might be some ready, but I won't guarantee that because I'm not sure how they're going.
Yeah, and follow the signage. If a trail's closed, stay off the trail.
Yeah.
Trail builder's an ugly man. You don't want
JD.
Yeah, you don't want to be on sneaking little pirate lines on trails that close. You damage it, you cost the community money. They spend time and money fixing trails when they could otherwise be building better, more trails.
Yeah.
So,
and maybe while we're on that, just one of the things that I think people don't realise is building illegal trails. It might be a whole lot of fun, but it really sets back mountain biking. It just gives people the opportunity to see you as people who don't care, basically, and to be honest, a little bit selfish, because what you do when you build pirate trails is you don't know what you're building on. You know, you don't know what you're damaging, and very often there are things that are affected, and it just gives mountain bikers the wrong image, and we don't need that. What we need is a community that respects the places they ride, and I know for the vast majority of the people that is the case. So, you know, let's all do our bit to make sure we look after the places that are important as West Australians. You know, these are iconic places that aren't just for mountain biking, they're for nature protection, an appreciation. They're for walking. They're for all sorts of other things as well.
And certainly as we go, you know, compared to 20 years ago, having all these great places to ride and great trails and challenging trails, it kind of lessens the counter argument of the fact that we didn't have any place to ride, which a lot of this stuff
Just go riding.
Just go riding.
Just go riding.
Get off the keyboard, go riding. And certainly Margaret River has had its share of stiff opposition to mountain bike trail development, so perhaps don't give them any ammo. But that's what's happening in Margaret River. We look forward to going and checking it out.